They say men are simple, but when it comes to love, their silence can be louder than words. A man may never confess his feelings directly, but he leaves clues in the form of questions. Quiet, casual questions that seem innocent, but are anything but. In today's video, we'll decode 3 specific questions a man asks when he's falling in love. Questions most women overlook because they sound so ordinary. But if you've been wondering whether he's serious, whether he's imagining a future with you or simply enjoying the present, this video may hold your answer. Watch closely, because by the end, you won't just know what he's feeling, you'll feel it too. Question 1. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? At first, it might sound like something from a job interview. But when a man asks you this question, it's not about resumes or career paths. It's about alignment. Men don't ask about the future unless they're beginning to see you in theirs. When he's falling in love, he becomes curious, not about what you're doing tonight, but who you are becoming, and whether that version of you fits next to him. This question isn't just polite conversation. It's a subconscious test. He wants to know if your vision of the future mirrors his. He's silently asking, would we still be together 5 years from now? And he's hoping, desperately, that the answer is yes. Most women brush this off. They assume he's being curious or philosophical. But men don't talk future with women they see as temporary. So when he casually drops, where do you see yourself in 5 years? During a late-night chat or over coffee, don't ignore it. It's not a test of your plans. It's a revelation of his feelings. And if your answer inspires him, if your values align, he'll remember it. Not because of what you said, but because, in that moment, he saw possibility. Real love doesn't always start with, I love you. Sometimes it starts with, tell me about your dreams. Question 2. How do you feel about me? This question, 5 small words, is one of the boldest things a man can ask, because for men, vulnerability isn't easy. They're taught to guard their emotions, to protect their pride. So when he asks this, he's not just looking for flattery. He's risking rejection. He's telling you, without saying it, that you matter. When a man starts to care deeply, he begins to seek clarity. He wants to understand where your heart is, so he can trust his own. He won't ask this lightly, not unless something inside him has already shifted. And here's the truth. If a man doesn't care, he won't ask. But if he does, if he's already emotionally invested, this question becomes his way of opening the door, hoping you'll meet him halfway. Now, you might be tempted to play it safe, to be vague, to protect your own heart. But in that moment, honesty has power. Because when a man opens up emotionally, even just a little, what he needs most isn't perfection, it's truth. He's not looking for a perfect answer. He's listening for real connection. So if he ever asks you, how do you feel about me? Don't take it lightly. That question may be his way of whispering, I'm falling for you, in the only way he knows how. Question 3. Did you eat? Are you home safe? These questions may seem small, routine, almost forgettable, but they're not. When a man repeatedly checks in with, did you eat? Or, did you get home safe? He's doing something profound. He's building a bridge to your life with care. You see, for many men, love doesn't come in grand gestures. It shows up in consistency, in his need to know you're okay, in the way he remembers your schedule, in how he texts not to flirt, but to make sure you're safe. These questions are his quiet way of saying, you matter to me. And they mean even more because he doesn't always realize what they reveal. This kind of emotional presence isn't performative. It's instinctive, and for men, it's rare. When he asks about your well-being consistently, he's not just being polite, He's anchoring himself emotionally to you. He may not say, "I miss you," or "I'm worried," but when he asks, "If you've eaten or made it home safe," what he's really saying is, "I care about your world, even when I'm not in it." Love, for men, often begins not with a confession, but with concern. So the next time he checks in with a small, quiet question, hear it for what it truly is: a heartbeat. Do you want to meet my family? There's one final question that speaks volumes, and it's this: do you want to meet my family? To some, it might sound like a simple invitation, but it's not. This question is sacred. For most men, family isn't just family. It's foundation. It's history. It's identity. So when a man invites you into that circle, it means he's thinking beyond dates and feelings. He's thinking about legacy. He's picturing you not just in his life, but in his world, and he's hoping you'll fit. This isn't a casual move. It's a deeply emotional one. It means he's ready to integrate you into the parts of himself he usually keeps guarded. So if he ever asks this, know that it's not just about Sunday dinner. It's about forever. Love doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers through curiosity, consistency, and quiet courage. If a man is asking you these questions, he may not say he's falling in love, but his heart is already halfway there. Pay attention. Not just to what he says, but why he's saying it, because behind every question is an emotion. Behind every emotion, a decision. And if he's choosing to show up, to ask, to care, he's choosing you. If this video spoke to you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe to Factsworth for more insights into the hidden language of love and the mind. Until next time, stay curious, stay open, and remember, real love often begins in the questions we're afraid to ask.